Hello guys, welcome to the first video of my channel. Things I'm gonna cover is, do some mods on the M3, food, Houston overall. So we're here in Texas, so there's a lot of things to do over here. Now let's get to the car. A 2006 BMW M3 convertible SMG. Now things I've got done to it was bought rims from my friend. It's a E90 M3 rims. It is lowered on H&R springs. As you can see, it's not too high. ACS slip. Also installed an eyelid. It's not everyone's taste, but it's my taste. Also installed LED halos or angel eyes. Now they are multicolored. They cost maybe 20-30 bucks. Higher qualities maybe 50 bucks. I have installed a HID kit on it. I have a carbon fiber engine cover. Also a heat wrap. Have the Megan Racing strap bar and the K9 cold air intake. Engine bay is very dirty right now. Haven't get really around to doing anything to this car. The muffler, I have a MXP Mevius section 3. I have the 2B style section 2. And I have the stock section 1. But I did add an AR20 resonator. The front eye camera from Fujitsu 10 Eclipse. And basically when you pull out, you can see both sides from your front bumper, so your bumper won't have to go that far up. This is the rear view camera, the BEC 113, same company. And what we're gonna do, yes, I could have bought the cheap cameras and mounted it right here. I think it mounts on one of these lights. It comes with the camera and this little mini light, but I didn't want to do that. Then I would have a hard time trying to hook up my front view camera with it since it doesn't have a switch. This, I think I'm about to mount it right here. Okay, what I did was took off all the carpet. Took off the battery enclosure. That's usually where the flat tire toolkit goes. And I opened up the speakers. When you open up the speakers, you can actually go to the middle of your chair and pop out that middle piece, and you'll have an opening straight through. And the plan is to mount the camera here, drill a hole, run the wires down. So we're gonna have to open this piece up, and we're gonna have the wire running here, coming out through here. Maybe run it through the back. We're gonna have it coming out up there and then in there into the second row. Now from here, what we're gonna do is tuck it underneath the chair right here, all around. Then we're gonna tucking it down here, through here, and then we can start going into the trim pieces right afterwards, so you wouldn't see it at all once we go through the trim pieces. After that, we're gonna run it through the side trim pieces, inside the glove box, and then down to the control unit. And that's how we're gonna do the rear view camera. And I took off this panel right here where this connects to. And also on the process, I took off the third brake light. Now what you have here, when this goes here, you'll have to take off the BMW logo right here, and you'll have to use a T20 to take that off, along with the 4 screws on the bottom side. Also a T20. After that, it should come right off. And make sure to disconnect your trunk too. This will be your trunk. This will be for your trunk, and that will be for your third brake light. And there's no way you can get it confused, since the brake light plug does not fit on the trunk latch. Okay. I ran the wire through where the trunk latch is. So what I'm gonna do is just maybe drill a little bit here where this wire can fit in the side, while I put the rubber part on the trunk latch back on. I did that instead of drilling through here is because this piece is humongous. That means there will be a humongous hole right there, other than drilling to the side, put some silicone through there and mount it here. It's the easiest way to do it for me. Okay, let's continue. You can see here I used a drill bit to make a hole. So this side, the wire right here can just snap on there and it won't interfere with the trunk latch. Now, like the type of drill bit you use, the length of it depends on how thick your wire is or how thin your wire is. As you can see, it mounts on there just fine. Now what I can do to test it, just get the trunk latch button or rubber and fit it through here. It should fit in just fine. It's hard to do it with one hand. Yep. All I gotta do is do some minor modification to the rubber, or basically I'll just cut just a little bit through here. It should snap right back in. Alright. Update. I put the trunk piece back together. As you can see, the camera is mounted. Here goes the wire. I decided not to cut it and see, how it goes. Hopefully it stays on pretty good. Now, what I did is run the wire through the back where the trunk latch is. Run the wire through here. And I actually splice this piece, which I'm gonna electric tape back together to close it off. And it should be fine. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna run it through this hole, take it out through the bottom right here, and have it either run up top towards the opening, or I can actually just run it through here. So either running up there, or maybe somewhere through the side over here. Here's an update. What I did was run the wire through there. I actually taped this up, so now it's good. Ran the wire through here, as you can see. Which later on I'm gonna tuck it in and like zip tie it up there, so it won't be messing with the battery. And the wire underneath the carpet. You can actually see the piece of the wire right there. And run it through the middle. If I open it, you can see I drilled this side right here, so it'll have a little opening for it, so the wire won't get crushed when it's closed. And all I used was a drill bit just to shape it and to smooth it out. I use a wire cutter. Through here. Now the wire is through. What I can start doing now is start tucking them in. So let me go ahead and do that and then update you guys right afterwards. Rear view camera wire is basically hidden except for that particular spot, since I'll be doing the front view tomorrow. I need to do something today, so I can't really do the front today. Now let's put it on reverse, see if it works. Here it goes. Yep, it's good. It's staying on. As you can see where the red line is, that's where the end of the bumper is. So also you can also see the bumper, which is pretty good. And you know, you could always adjust it. Right now that's how it looks on there. Pretty nice. Have the valet thing on. As you can see, all the wires are hidden. You can't really see it anywhere. And I ran it through here, underneath here, all the way down and through the bottom, and you can actually see the wires there. Like I said, that's when I do the cleanup tomorrow, since that's when I'll be finishing up on the front view camera. It's pretty good. Yesterday I did install a rear view camera, and I'm gonna put that on the video so you guys see how to install a rear view camera and how to basically run it to the front of your car. And this right here is a front view camera. So when you're pulling out, you don't really need to physically see where you're going. This will do it for you. So it's going to show up on your in-dash, and you'll be able to see without pulling out too much. It's very useful in Houston, since, yeah, if you're pulling out, there's probably cars going over 60 miles an hour here. And that box right there is to control basically a switcher unit, which controls the front view camera and the rear view camera. And this is a little button. If I press this, it'll go straight to the front view camera. If I go reverse, it'll automatically go to the rear view camera, which is very nice. I'll show you guys how it works later. Alright, I'll be right back with an update. Let you guys know where I am with this front view camera. Guys, here's an update on the front view camera. Basically, where I'm going to mount this camera, I'm going to mount it right here, up here. Alright, where the underneath the bumper or license plate. What I've done is run the wire behind the bumper, the grill, put it down through here, run it here, and see, this is your harness. You're basically gonna cut one of the rubber pieces, and I'll actually expose a hole. So me, I didn't remove this. I didn't bother removing it. But there's a hole right there. You can see the light going through. And what you do is just run the wire through it, and it'll just come on the other side. And basically that's the fastest way you can get a wire from the front of your car to inside your cabin. And what you do is once you get the proper length and you zip tie the wires down, first of all, I'm gonna start wrapping this in electric tape. Also wrapping this right here in electric tape. So I might use, that's probably the only thing you need. And after that, plug it up, see if it works. And it should be done with the front view and the rear view camera. Right. Front view camera installation is done. I actually took off the license plate holder and actually drilled the hole where the screw can go in, and so this won't fly off if anything hits it pretty hard. Zip tied the wires down. Cleaned up a bit down here. Zip tie up there. And I ran the switch to the front. So let's go ahead and start the car. Let's see what we got. To load, but I usually let my car warm up before I go anyways. So by the time I go, this thing will be fully loaded. Alright, let's put the front camera off. Put the front camera on. Actually see the fishing reels right there. Be over there. And the water bottle, just like before. Should be good. Well, this concludes my first vlog and a little bit of DIY, I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what's next on the car. Maybe you guys have questions on how to install a muffler or exhaust system. And pretty soon I'll be getting some headers So what we're gonna do is let's get some header wraps and wrap it up, and then go ahead and install it. It's gonna take a couple hours, but I'll show you guys how to do it step by step. Well, the DIY will be a lot better in those kind of videos other than this. Basically, this is just running the wires. You need just to plan out where to run your wires after you plan it out, and then basically the installation won't take you about a couple hours. Since the wiring takes a couple hours, everything else is not that long. Alright guys,